What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Your boy Ryan LFC back again, guys. Another top shelf video for you guys today. In this video, we're going to give our prediction for match week 1 in the CONCACAF World Cup qualify. Will it be Jamaica defeat this Mexico team? Can Canada defeat Honduras in Canada? It's going to be a difficult World Cup qualify, but I have a special guest here to help me to go through the prediction. Welcome, my brother. How are you doing?
Hey Ryan, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Happy to see you, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been.
How you feeling about the Canada team? 23
I-
man squad.
I'm feeling really good. I think, with the exception of Scott Arfield not being in this 23-man roster, this is the best roster Canada has possibly ever selected for any international tournament. And I think if any Canada squad can get Canada to a World Cup, this is the squad.
Well, if any Jamaican team could get Jamaica to the World Cup, this is the squad. We have an excellent squad and we have some excellent player. Shamal Nicholson, Leon Bailey, Ravel Morrison, and the big man, Mikel Antonio, in a rich form coming to CONCACAF. I believe he's going to score a lot of goal in CONCACAF. But let's jump right into the prediction. Over to you, my brother.
Yeah, so the first matches in the first match day, we have Canada versus Honduras at BMO Field in Toronto, Canada hosting. This is a game where we know in the past, in World Cup qualifiers, Canada has had some bad memories with Honduras. The qualifying for the 2014 World Cup, when we lost, I believe, 7-1 in Honduras, was one of the lowest points in Canadian soccer history. But going into this game, if it was in Honduras, I'd be a little worried, especially first game of the octagonal. But the fact that we get to start off at home at BMO Field with a team that, remember, in the Gold Cup, Canada beat Costa Rica in the quarterfinals, and that's kind of a team that I would rate slightly above Honduras at this point, and that was with a Canada team that was weaker, didn't have David, didn't have Davies, didn't have Hutchinson, didn't have a large majority of the European players. Canada against Honduras at home, it's a must-win game for Canada, and I think they should be able to win it in that match.
So, what's the score prediction for that game?
Score prediction, I would say 3-1 for Canada.
Wow. Well, in my opinion, I really love what I see from Canada in the Gold Cup, especially they missing a lot of key player. With the key player coming back against a very good Honduras team in Canada, it's going to be difficult for Honduras. But Honduras is a team that plays some very good football. They score a lot of goal. They're looking good in the CONCACAF Gold Cup. So both teams look pretty decent. But I think Canada will have the edge. They will at home, and I'm going with a 2-1 victory for Canada.
Well, at least we both agree on the win there.
Yeah, yeah. So let's move on to the next game.
Yeah,
Panama versus Costa Rica. What are your thoughts on both teams?
Panama, Costa Rica. This is a really interesting one for me because I think going into the octagonal, my pick for the weakest team in the my pick for the weakest team of the 8 in the octagonal is Panama. But at home, I could see them being able to pick up a couple points here or there. And a Costa Rica team seems like a team that they are primed to be able to maybe get a draw, maybe even get a win off of at home. Costa Rica are probably on paper the better squad, but you know how CONCACAF works. The team that's at home can pull off some major upsets just because of how home field advantage works in CONCACAF. I would say that this game is probably going to be a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, both teams didn't impress me in the Gold Cup, in the last Gold Cup. Panama is not the same Panama. They get in a little bit of old, they get a little bit of stale. Costa Rica, the same thing. They was in Jamaica group. They didn't look the best they all. But I think both team have a lot of experience, been there, done that. Both team went to the last World Cup. But I have to go with you on this one. I don't know why I have to go with you again. I am going to predict a 1-1 draw. But Panama at home, they will make it difficult for any team go to Panama. They're a physical team. They will hope for it. Their fans will hope for it. And I think if Panama can score early, I think it's going to really difficult for Costa Rica. I'm going to change my mind. I'm going with a Panama 1-0 at home for Panama.
Yeah, I think going into Panama, that's going to be a match for a lot of the teams fighting to get into the World Cup. That could be a big decider is, can you get 3 points in Panama?
That will be tough. That will be tough. But let's move on to the next game. El Salvador versus United States. I'm leaving that Jamaica game for last. What are your thoughts on El Salvador? Pretty decent in the last Gold Cup. United States winning the Gold Cup. United States have a very strong team. What are your thoughts on both teams? Let's go for the US first. What are your thoughts on the US team?
The US team right now is quite strong, I'm going to say. They have a lot of young talent that's playing in Europe, and that's always very, very dangerous. This is a US team that is getting good right now, but also it's a US team that they're building for. This is going to be the core group that's going to play for them for years to come. And I think this is majorly going to be a core group that's going to grow into the 2026 World Cup and potentially be very, very good in the 2026 World Cup. But in CONCACAF right now, they've already shown that with the group that they have, they can be one of the better teams in CONCACAF. They won the Nations League with pretty much their full squad. And then in the Gold Cup with what was a B or C team, very few European players there, mostly young MLS guys, they went and won the Gold Cup. So this is a US team that's building for big things. And against an El Salvador team, which El Salvador are pretty decent in CONCACAF right now. Not really on the level of maybe say Jamaica or Canada, but like a solid, like probably tier 3 team in CONCACAF. I mean, I'm obviously going to be slightly biased because they have Eric Zavaleta playing for them, and Eric Zavaleta, from what I've seen from OTFC, shouldn't be on a national team, but that's kind of how it is. I think even though El Salvador's at home, the United States are the heavy favorites to win this match, in my opinion. And I think this is going to be a game that's going to set the U.S.'s World Cup qualifiers up for them as they go through. Is the trouble they had 4 years ago qualifying for the 2018 World Cup was they couldn't really perform, especially when they went down to the Central American countries. So here we go. Start right off. You get El Salvador. If you can get the 3 points here, that's the U.S. making a statement. I think the U.S. is going to win on a 2-0 scoreline.
Most definitely. I think both teams it's going to be difficult for the United States in El Salvador. El Salvador, a lot of people write them off, but if you look at the record coming to this Gold Cup and coming to this World Cup qualifier, the Nation League, they has been playing consistent. They have played some very good football. But I see the United States too strong for this El Salvador team. And I'm going with a 3-0 victory for the United States. But let's move on to the big game. I think this is the biggest game of the match week 1. Mexico versus Jamaica. Mexico lost to United States in the Gold Cup. What are your thoughts on both teams coming to this game?
Yeah, this is definitely the biggest game of the first round of match days. Yeah, Mexico, who, I mean, coming into any World Cup qualifiers at CONCACAF is pretty much a given that they are going to qualify for the World Cup. Anything else would be an entire disaster for them. However, going into this window, Hector Herrera is injured, so that is a pretty big hole in the midfield for them, not up to a full strength squad because of that. Jamaica, this is a very good Jamaica team. This is a Jamaica team that's pushing to be in the World Cup, kind of one of the few teams that's fighting for what's, in my opinion, the third spot. And they get the benefit of going to Mexico in the game that Mexico does not have fans. And that right there is huge. To go to a Estadio Azteca when there's 60 to 100,000 Mexican fans screaming, that's hard. When there's no one there, it levels the playing field a little bit. And so, of all the teams that are going to Mexico in this octagonal round, I think Jamaica has the easiest position to come out with points. That being said, Mexico has to start off strong, and it's the first game of the window. I think if it was later in the window and the Mexican team was more tired, Jamaica would have a better shot. I think it's going to be a really close game, but I'm leaning towards a 2-1 Mexico victory.
2-1 Mexico.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that. I understand that. But at this moment, the Jamaica national team haven't released as yet because of the red Mexico in the red list and stuff, and most of the Jamaican players them play in England in the championship in the Premier League and stuff. They have a few players over the line so far, but I'm going with my heart telling me Mexico going to win 2-0, and I'm going with a 1-1 draw. Hopefully, Jamaica can get a points from Mexico. It's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult. But let us see. Let us see. Let us see. But viewers, let me know your thought down in the comment section. Give us your prediction. I really want to hear your feedback down in the comment section. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video. Thank you for watching. What do you have to say before we close off?
Just thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see more of my stuff and my preview and reactions to Canada's games in these World Cup qualifiers, subscribe to me on YouTube. It's Toronto Sports Guy, and follow me on Twitter at Stavros_Greer. I'll send Ryan the link to my YouTube channel, and he'll put it in the description.
So thank you guys for watching. A link will be down in the description. Really appreciate it. Come on. Thank you. Peace out.